I just had the most horrible nightmare. It's about being stuck in a... What? The mummies. The mummies. I remember having such a great nightmare about mummies. Rari, did you hear it? Ferrari. He must have been the one that read me this in my dreams. Skippyjon Jones in mummy trouble. Let's read it. Skippyjon Jones in Mummy Trouble by Judy Schachner. Oh my goodness, thank goodness that was not a crazy dream. Skippyjon Jones did his very best thinking outside of the box. And this twisted his mama's whiskers tighter than a Texas tornado. Hey you, Mr. McPoo, said Mama Junebug Jones, just what do you think you're doing? McPoo didn't say boo. He was too busy reading. Hey, little digger, I'm talking to you, said Mama, scooping up her boy. A pyramid outside the litter box would never do. Then she saw his magazine. National Geographic, mused Mama, and the curse of the cat mummy. Why, this will give you nightmares, boy, with an upset tummy too, plus a puffy tail and the grand set scale. This story is taboo. But Skippyjon Jones was in no mood to listen to his mama, so he skedaddled into his room. He bounced once, bounced twice, for a really good bounce on his big boy bed. And the third time when he bounced, he said, "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I do love my mommy, but if I don't bounce, I get knots in my tummy." Then the kitty boy flipped over the mirror for a look-see. What do you think we're going to find? "Holy smokeito!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. "I know you," he said to the doggy in the mirror. "Your ears are too big for your head. Your head is too big for your body. You are not a Siamese cat." Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he added, "You are the best still, the big chihuahua. Dude, the whole enchilada." And they just might like enchiladas in Egypt, thought Skippy. So the kitty boy donned his mask and cape and began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Skippito, so frisquito, and I'm off to see Egypto. My chicos insist, and I dare not to resist the chance to get a mamito." In the meantime, his little sisters, Jezebel, Jillyboo, and Jujubee, rolled into his room with a plan of their own. But the kitty boy was already deep inside his closet on his way to ancient Egypt. And paddling down the Nile River, who should sail right past but a kooky crocodile? Hunkered down on his lumpy bumpy back were all his old amigos, the Chimichangos pack. "A donde vas?" called out Skippito. "We are going to the undermundo," answered the Chihuahuas. "Not the underwear!" exclaimed Skippito. "No, no, no," said the Puchitos. "You silly little beast, to the underworld, where momitos rest in peace." "Peas?" exclaimed Skippito. "Who wants to sleep in peas?" "We do," said the doggies. "We hear they are to die for." "You mean they are better than frios?" asked Skippito. "Sí, mucho mejor, señor," said Pepito Tito. "Vámonos," said Skippito. "What are we waiting for?" But then Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones, spoke up. "Hold your ponies, Pepito. To get to the undermundo, we first have to answer the riddle of the Sphinx." "But I'm not good at riddles," said Skippito. "No problema," said Popito Tito. "You have a muy big brain." And so do you. Then they set forth from the Rio Nile to find the Sphinx. the muchachos began to sing. Skippy, skipoo, skipito, we only have one chancerito to pass by the finks, so don't be a jinx. Just answer the riddle, domito. The muchachos arrived at 4 o'clock sharp, but the finks had been waiting forever. Don't let the gato get your tongue, dude, said the Don Diego. What cat? Where? Asked Skippito. That cat there, said the perritos, pointing to the finks. But before he could say anything, the great finks spoke. Whose ears are too big for his head? And who loves to bounce on his bed? Who creeps on all floors through his own closet door? Straight into the land of the dead. Skippito knew the answer to this riddle, but he was so nervous he copped off a little fur ball. You call that an answer, dude? Said Don Diego. The answer, bellowed the finks. So, with his permission, the perritos were free to pass on to the tomb of the King Rootin' Tootin' Kitten Kabootin'. When they finally reached the pyramid, the doggies burst into song and dance. Oh, see, oh, say, Osiris, our boy had a touch of the virus. He coughed up a ball, so the finks made a call, and now it's inscribed on the papyrus. But when Skippito saw how dark it looked in the pyramid, he began to feel queasy. My tummy hurts, he groaned, and my tail is getting puffy too. Just what his mom said would do. But his chicos would not comfort him. They just wanted their peas, por favor. Are you not El Skippito Fresico? The great sword fighter asked Poquito Tito. Sí, declared Skippito, that is me. Then do your duty, dog, commanded Don Diego. So Skippito drew in a deep breath and dove into the darkness of the mutsy old tomb, chanting, peas, por favor, peas, por favor, peas, por favor. He rocketed through the vault like a fur-covered comet until suddenly, smackito, Skippito hit a wall and knocked himself out cold. Soon after, 3 goddesses emerged from the shadows to prepare the kitty boy for his journey to the undermundo. First, we salt and pepper him, said Ba, the first goddess, and sprinkle him with lucky charms, said Da, the second one. Then we wrap him and roll him and bundle him tight, said Bing, the third goddess, and blow him a kiss and say good night. Then the trio rolled the wrapped cat down the ramp into the king's burial chamber. Across the room stood the 4,000-year-old sarcophagus of King Rootin' Tootin' Kitten Kabootin'. And just as they were about to deliver El Skippito Mumito, he rolled right into the feet of the oldie, moldy Mommy! Bada bing, moaned the king as he stretched out his paws. I need to rest in peace. Peas! Screamed El Skippito Momito, waking up in a flash. And quicker than you can say mummies, mumps, and measles, he grabbed 2 pawfuls of peas and hightailed it home. When Los Chimichangos saw El Skippito Momito come rolling out of the pyramid, they went into a real tailspin. Then all the doggies began to chant, green chicharros hot, green chicharros cold. The best chicharros in the world are those Skippito holds. But El Skippito Momito was too scared to slow down. So he chucked the peas at his chicos and he kept on running. Whew, he's making me tired. He went running right into the arms of his mummy. What's the matter, Fuzzy Bug? Said Mama Junebug Jones. Skippyjon Jones looked back over his shoulder to see if the 3 spirits were still chasing him. Bada bing, he wailed, dropping the last of his peas. Then 3 giggling goddesses raced into the room after Skippyjo with their puppets and a roll of toilet paper. We need toilet paper at this time. We're going to wrap you and roll you and bundle you tight, they sang, and check you for cooties, then kiss you. Good night. That night, Skippyjon Jones was bouncing on his big boy bed. No mummies in my closet, no mummies in my bed, no mummies in my bookcase, no mummies in my head. Just before he closed his eyes, the kitty boy checked his room one more time for mummies. The only one he saw was his own. I love you, Mummy, he said Skippyjon Jones. I love you too, Bunny Boots, said Mama Junebug. Now go to sleep, por favor. With that, I will be going back to sleep. I hope you enjoyed our book today.